A MAC address or media access control address are the physical addresses of any device. They never change except by forcing them to. A MAC address is of 48 bits. That means there are 6 octets and thus 6 bytes in total. These addresses are permanent to a machine or a device, and they are used to distinguish a device on different networks. Like in our example of logical and physical address, in which we talked about you, your home and your office, an IP address is your current address which keeps on changing while you are traveling, while the MAC address is your address of the home that never changes and it is permanent for you. The MAC addresses can be split up into two major parts, which are the OUI part and the NIC part. Let's see what are those. The OUI, or the Organization Unique Identifier, is a part of the address that is unique to the network card. So a network card is inside your device, inside your laptop or computer, through which you can access the internet and everything. This is a 24-bit number that identifies the manufacturer, organization or any vendor, for example like Intel, Samsung, Cisco, Dell or any other organization. So in simple, the OUI, or the Organization Unique Identifier part, tells you what organization or which manufacturer has produced the network card inside your device. It can be an Intel's, a Samsung's, a Cisco or Dell's or any other vendors that are publicly available for the network cards. The second part is the network interface part, or the NIC. This represents the serial number that is assigned to the adapter or the network card by the manufacturer. So you see, the OUI identifies who is the manufacturer or who is the organization that made that card, and the second part, NIC, tells you what is the sequence number or what is the identifying number on that card. So NIC represents the serial number that is assigned to your network card. Since MAC addresses are permanent addresses for a node, they can never be same for two nodes ideally. Unlike IP addresses, which are represented in binary notation, so we talked about how IP addresses are defined by 0 and 1, those are the binary digits or the binary bits. MAC addresses are represented in hexadecimal notation. Now let's see why is that. This is due to the fact that MAC addresses are 48-bit numbers and they are very long to remember. So if you represent it in binary digits 0 or 1, it will be a very long number that will be very hard to remember. Let us understand the format of a MAC address with this diagram. So in this diagram, we have a 48-bit MAC address, that is 001A, 73C8, D7 and FD. So these are not binary digits, these are hexadecimal representation. So 00 will be in hexadecimal, 1A is in hexadecimal. Notice you can see the letters are coming up which were not in binary, so these are hexadecimal notations. We have 6 parts, so we have 001A, 73C8, D7, FD. Now let's try to calculate how many bits are there inside the MAC address. The first part, or the 00, can be represented in binary by 0000, that is the first 0, and the second 0 is 0000. So double zeros in hexadecimal represents to 8 zeros in binary. The next part is 1A. 1 can be represented in binary by 0001, and A can be represented in binary by 1010. You can refer to this table on the right hand side. This is a mapping of decimal to binary and binary to hexadecimal. The A, hexadecimal A, represents to 1010 in binary and 10 in decimal. So A means 1010, and that is why 1A means 0001, 1010. Similarly, the last part, that is the FD, in the table you can see F represents to all ones, so 1111, and D represents 1101. So FD represents to 4 ones, 1101. So now after decomposition, if you club all of the binary digits, all of the binary bits, it comes out that we have 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 bits. We have 6 times 8 bits, that is 48 bits or 6 bytes. So as I was saying, MAC addresses are written in hexadecimal. Now you can see the point why is such that, because in the last row you can see that instead of remembering 48 binary digits, you can remember 2, 4, 6, 8 and 12. So 12 hexadecimal digits instead of 48 digits. It's very much simpler to remember 12 instead of 48. So that is why hexadecimal is used for MAC addresses.